Hello everyone, I'm Vikramaditya and welcome to SOFTECH. In this session, let's start with a very basic introduction to SAP integration of generative AI and embedded AI. So before we start ahead and understand about the integration part of SAP with generative AI and embedded, let's first understand what exactly is generative AI, what is embedded AI, and how it can be integrated with SAP, and what are the challenges that we have in generative AI and embedded AI, and how are we trying to come across or overcome those challenges is what we'll see. But before that, we'll understand the basics of generative AI and embedded. Let's get started. Now, what is generative AI? Generative AI is something which is a machine learning models that can generate new synthetic data or content, such as images, text, or even code. Now, let me just give you an example here. Now, let's say you have given 10 different types of 10 different types of stars to a child, and then you tell them to create a 11th star. Then they probably will draw similar to that, right? So you are actually training a child to draw a star. It might not be exactly the same as it, but you're training them to draw a star. Now, similarly, we train the machines by giving lots of data to it, and it creates its own generative imagination of that particular input of data that you have given. That's it. It's very simple. So now we understand that if you feed more data, you have a more accuracy in the output, right? So how do we do that is what we do in the generative AI. So let's come back to what is generative AI. Generative AI refers to machine learning models that can generate new synthetic data or content, such as images, text, or even code. Okay, and these models learn patterns from large data sets and can create new content that mimics these patterns. So whatever you teach to a child, similar to that, they when they use their creativity, it will be similar to what you have taught them, right? That's what we normally do in the generative AI. So the notable examples include models like GPT for text generation, and GANs, the generative adversarial networks for images and video generation, right? Okay, so what are the challenges that we have in generative AI? Legacy systems tackling. So it's very difficult for us actually to manage with the legacy systems, the huge amount of data that we have. We need to manage all these things, so that's something which is tricky part. And technical depth, you kind of have to have lots and lots of technical stuff being done in the back end. Then we have got this potential misuse. It can be misused as well. So the generative AI can be misused to create something which is not acceptable. And AI hallucinations, like you might have you have an imagination that AI is better than you. Sometimes it might not. So this is a hallucination that we have, that AI is always better than humans. No, it might not be actually. So algorithm bias, sometimes the algorithms might not work exactly as we assume it to be. So these are the few challenges that we have. But what are the advantages of AI? So if you implement AI in whatever real-time activities, it will create a lot of a value addition to your business or to your activities. For example, let's say wearable health monitors. Wearable health monitors use AI, artificial intelligence, and real-time processing uses AI. Improved data security is on top of AI. Medical robots are taking the help of AI. Enhanced diagnostic accuracy is making use of AI, something like that. Now we have got the embedded AI. Now we were just understanding about the generative AI models, and now we have got embedded AI. Now what is embedded AI? Okay, before we move on to embedded AI, let's just recap what is generative AI. Generative AI is something which will create its own text, own images, own, maybe in the future it will also create its own voice based on whatever input that we are giving here. So we give 10 models, it will create the 11th one, right? As just like a child does. Okay, so embedded AI involves the data and development of machine learning models on hardware devices such as microcontrollers, Internet of Things devices, or specialized processors. Now, these devices typically have limited computational power, memory, and energy consumption, and they are designed to operate autonomously without relying on cloud-based servers. So the AI models in embedded systems often need to be lightweight, efficient, and optimized for real-time tasks. So this is what we have. So embedded AI is something which we make use of AI in our day-to-day objects. Like for example, you have a air conditioner at home. Now that can be integrated with AI, and AI will understand, like maybe it might have a camera linked to it, and the camera can be trained in such a way that you can it will detect whether you feel it is very hot. So if you feel it's hot on your face and the camera recognizes it, automatically it will give the command to the air conditioner, and it will switch on the AC and maintain the temperature according to what you do, what is your body. And if let's say you are shivering, the camera then detects it that you are feeling cold, and the temperature can be increased, something like that. So this is all the integration of AI with our Internet of Things, with the hardware devices that we're talking about, right? Now, so what are the key benefits of it? So local content generation, generative models run on devices to create content like personalized responses, images without needing the cloud access. And then we have got the low latency and privacy, so reduces delays by processing data locally, and enhances privacy by as keeping sensitive information on the device. So autonomous systems, embedded devices like robots or smart cars can generate adaptive behaviors based on real-time data. Now, what are the real-world examples? So we were already discussing about a real-world example of air conditioner, right? So we can also make use of smart devices. So the air conditioner that we have just now discussed is one example of a smart device. Then we have robotics and Internet of Things. We have robots or drones that adjust behaviors based on real-time environment data. As I was telling you about the camera adjusting according to your how do you feel temperature. Then we have got the healthcare, so medical devices generating diagnostic images or reports locally. So in short, combining generative AI with embedded AI enables smarter, more efficient, and privacy focused systems that create content or adjust actions on the edge, so all while running on resource constrained devices. And guys, like, so there are a lot of advantages of going ahead with the generative AI and the embedded AI. Of course, in this session I've not discussed about the SAP integration, because to understand the SAP integration, we need to first understand what is generative AI and embedded AI. That's the reason I just tried to, discuss that part. In this next session, I'm going to discuss more in detail about how this can be integrated with SAP AI, and use value addition to it. And in this, I would thank you all to watch this video till here, and I would like to, thank my son Yashwant, who has prepared this slide, and this is all his own idea, and I'm very thankful to him. Thank you. Have a great day. And please do like this video and share it with your colleagues, and it will make my son very happy. Thank you. And do comment in the chat.